Hey everybody, it's Major League Hats. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about something very important. We're going to try to clear some things up. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you're aware of my hat contest that I have going on. I'm giving away 2 hats, a Vermont Sugar Maple Kings hat and a Binghamton Rumble Ponies hat. They're both 7 5/8. They're both brand freaking new, never been worn, still got the tags on, and I'm giving away one of those hats in my next contest. And if you want to be entered into that contest, all you got to do, real simple, pick 2 numbers between 20 and 120 and put them down in the comment section. I am rolling 20 dice on a website called random.org, and whoever matches a number will win. The only thing is you cannot pick numbers that somebody else already has. So I'll make sure I let you know what numbers are already picked at the end of this video. And the second contest that I have going on, and I don't have a lot of people that have entered already. At the time of this filming, I have 2 people entered, but it's called the Bird Box Challenge. First of all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that means that we got to take a break in this video. That way you can go down to the subscribe button, hit that subscription button, hit your notifications so you get notified when I upload my next video. The second thing you got to do, after you finish this video, go check out my Bird Box Challenge video and you will see what that is all about and what you have to do to enter it. It's a great contest. This contest is to create awareness of my channel because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create awareness. And the last thing that you gotta do, if you want, of course, follow me on Twitter or Instagram at MLHats5950. That's MLHATZ 5950. All right, let's get on to today's subject matter. Oh, wait. I got one more thing I gotta talk about. And I'm sorry. You guys are gonna probably hate me for this, and you're probably gonna be a dislike, leave and put a dislike. But I was recently in Las Vegas and I took a tour on one of those tour buses, and it was called like Big Bus Tour. And it was one of those cool things that, you know, you get on the bus, you ride around all of Las Vegas, they take you to various locations, you can get off and you can get back on the bus whenever you feel like it. So you can enjoy going to the Las Vegas sign, you can enjoy going to the MGM, go to the casinos over there, you can go enjoy to the Mob Museum. There's just a lot of great places that it basically takes you to. You can even get married at the only Taco Bell in America, from what I understood and remember, that officiates weddings. So if you want to get married at a Taco Bell, Las Vegas is the place for you. But the reason why I bring this up, my tour guide, the second one, his name was Daniel Pancakes. And he's just a cool guy. He's a cool tour guide. But he said he's going to be checking out my videos, and he was giving me a couple plugs from my YouTube channel. But he said, hey, Major League Hats. He only knew who I was because he asked me about the tattoo on my arm, and I told him what it was. And he said, hey, next time you do a video, throw in this little joke. What is the difference between a rhino and an elephant? The hell if I know. So, Daniel Pancakes, that one's for you. If you're watching this, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section so I know you're watching this. So that one's for you, Daniel Pancakes. And yes, Pancakes was his real name for what he told me. And he's got a great story. So if you ever get to Vegas, go take the hop on, hop off Big Bus Tour. It's really good. You got some good comic relief in there. A little corny at times, but it's a great thing to do while you're down there. And like I said, it takes you to various parts of Las Vegas. All right, with all that being said, let's get into today's hat review. This one is a good one. This is going to clear everything up for the confused hat wearer, hat collector out there. All right, let's get going. So I was roaming around YouTube the other day trying to think, hey, what is a good hat idea / video? What I saw was the difference between a Velcro hat, a SnapBack hat, a flex fit hat, and a fitted hat. So I'm going to go over all 4 of these hats, why you should wear them, when you should not wear them, and what I think about them overall. So the first hat that we are going to talk about, there's not going to be no BAM because this isn't a regular hat review per se. We are going to talk about this old Red Sox hat that I have. It's actually not mine. I picked these hats up out of minor league's room, so that should tell you something. This one, as you can see, is a Velcro. Now, the thing about these hats is, yeah, Velcro. I mean, it seems like it's good quality. It's got like this mesh lookingness on it, but you guys, you cannot wear a Velcro hat unless it's one of those championship type hats that MLB or NHL or NFL come out with. Like when the Patriots just won the Super Bowl, they had only like Velcro type hats. They probably might switch to SnapBacks eventually, but that's the only time that I feel that you should be able to wear a Velcro hat. But you should not wear a Velcro hat if you are over the age of 7. This kind of hat is the kind of hat that minor leagues got when he first started playing t-ball. They didn't really use snapbacks. They don't use strapbacks or anything like that. And obviously with their limited budget, they don't wear fitted hats, of course, because they don't know kids' hat size. So the main problem about these Velcro backs is that the Velcro wears out if you have to adjust it a lot. So, you know, I would not wear it. If you are over the age of 7, it's time to grow up a little bit and go away from these Velcros. Like I said, unless it's a championship hat, then I completely understand. If you're wearing Velcro, you must still have a freaking phone clip holder on the side, because that is for 7-year-olds. The next hat that we have is, and I'm going to get a lot of hate on this one because this is the next best thing that has been coming out, re-emerging, not necessarily coming out, re-emerging, is your snapback style. Now this is a trucker style snapback, but snapback. I hate snapbacks. Snapbacks to me are like the advanced version of the Velcros. So as soon as like minor leagues got to be about 9 or 10, they started going with Velcros because they looked a lot cooler. But check this out. It's just dumb, because if you think about it, all the freaking pilling and the connecting, like say your hair grows or whatever it is, you know, kids' heads, you know, kind of change a little bit, you know, their hair, but you keep pulling like this, and what ends up happening is these little plastic things where the snapback part goes into, these start coming off. And I've had these as a kid. They literally will come off in the little hole right there. Now, what I just noticed is that if you don't know what your size is, these snapbacks can be very good for you just to try on, because right on the back, on the holes, if you could see it, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it actually has the size of what they project your hat to be. So if you're a 7, you're putting it all the way. If you're 7 1/3, I think it looks like, you're putting it right there. Actually, I think it's 1/8, 7 1/4, so on, 7 3/8, 7 1/2, 7 5/8, and so on. So that is on the inside. So if you need help trying to measure your head, this snapback could be good for you. But other than that, the other thing about snapbacks and why they are a huge waste of money is because if you look at this one, I got this one for free in Las Vegas last year. This one is $28. And what ended up happening as a kid, since I didn't have a lot of money, I was always wearing my snapback. And during the summer when it would get like 100 degrees, the plastic, especially on these little bump thingies that go in the snapback, they would freaking melt off and stick. So if you have to go adjust your hat for whatever reason, it's going to end up ripping like that. And the other thing is, say you're around like a bunch of friends, you're not at a pool party, and what's going to end up happening is, hey, somebody takes your hat away. Guess what? The back of it rips. Those little plastic crapper thingies fall off. So, you know, after the age of 10 or 11, no more snapbacks. Dislike, dislike, dislike. I'm a dislike dweeb. I know people like them, but why? They're not that good to me. I know that, you know, MLB / New Era, they're trying to, like, in a way, probably cut down their inventory, and they're probably tired of trying to mass produce hats at a particular size, and then sometimes the hats don't really sell that great, and so they have a lot of leftover sizes. And so to solve all that, let's just go to snapback. Now, I won't buy a snapback. I've been tempted a couple times to buy a snapback, but I won't buy them. They're just not for me. I mean, maybe down the line I might buy one or something, because there have been some really good hats, and it's just pissing me off that because they're snapbacks, I won't get them. I currently have one snapback. It's my Grumpy hat, and I got it from Disneyland, and Grumpy's my favorite character. So I like that snapback. So that's the only snapback I have. Now the difference though, and a lot of people that collect hats are in probably the same position, so it's really good, is that if you have a lot of hats or snapbacks per se, then you're not like me when I was a kid. You're not wearing the same snapback every day, and it's not going through the normal wear and tear of a daily wearer. Unlike when I was a kid, it was every day, and so I wore them out pretty consistently. A couple months, well, give or take about 6 months, especially during the summertime, my hat would basically be ruined. But nowadays, you can change out your hat more often, so you're not over wearing one, and then there you go. So maybe that's why you like snapbacks. So, like I said, if you're over the age of like 10 or 12, it's time to move on. All right, the next hat. This hat is very good. And what I mean by that, the reason why it's very good is because, one, if you are a person that your hair tends to be a little bit, thicker, or you have a weird head size, if that makes sense, without, being really insulting, this hat is perfect for you, because sometimes it can be hard to find the right hat that's going to fit you just right. You don't want a hat too big, you don't want a hat too small, you want it just right. So the best hat, and I do have a couple of these, and I will wear them, and I will prefer these second overall to a fitted, is these flex fits. And the reason why I like these flex fits is because it doesn't matter, as long as you have the right size, it's going to fit you. And flex fits are designed to be like a 2-tier sizing. So you have like one flex fit will be a small to medium generally. You have a medium to large, and then you'll generally have a large to an XL. So I always get the large to XL, and it fits perfect. So it doesn't matter if my hair grows or anything. It doesn't feel any tighter than before, and it doesn't feel any looser. With the spandex effect in the hat, it fits really good. Once you hit like your teenage years, like 15 or so, and you might have a couple dollars, you got a summer job. If you're not going to get the fitted for whatever reason, I understand. Start investing in some flex fits. They make them very good quality. You have a lot of good options with flex fits. You almost have the same exact options as you do with the fitted in terms of the design styles. This is a Reno Ace hat. I got this at minor leagues baseball tournament. One of the teams were wearing these, and so I asked the coach if I could get one, and sure enough, I got it. So this is a flex fit. So like I said, I'd start wearing flex fits as a teenager. Moving into your adult years, it is time for you to grow up a little bit. So you've been wearing hats for a number of years. You've been wearing, when you started playing t-ball, you picked up a couple Velcros, you picked up a couple snapbacks. You got into your teenage years, you got yourself, a little bit of job, got yourself a little money in the pocket, so you started getting some flex fits. But now, you're at the ripe old age of 21, 22. You are an official adult. Yes, I said 21, 22 official adult, because even at 18, you're almost not really an adult in a sense. You still got a lot to learn for the most part. It is time to start growing up and upping your hat game. And what I mean by that is you got to pick yourself up a fitted. By that point in time in your hat collecting career / life, you already know what size you wear. You already know what the materials, how they contour to your head. And so you should pick yourself up a nice fitted. Fitteds to me, this one's a little tight because it's 7.5, but fitteds to me are the more mature looking style hat out there. They fit really good. I tend to get mine just a little bit bigger, only because I've learned over the years that the material can kind of shrink a little bit, especially the wool material. And when my hair grows out, they tend to change the fit a little bit. So I go with the 7 5/8. But that's why I'm saying that if you like the flex fit, those ones are a very good alternative. Those are a good second alternative if you don't want your hat to be a little bit bigger. Like this one's a 7 5/8, and you can see that it's not too loose, but it's not too big either. So this one actually, this is why I moved up to a 7 5/8, because when my hair grows out a little bit, the 7.5s get a little bit tighter. You're an adult, it's time to be an adult. Get yourself a good fitted. Alright guys, tell me what you guys think about my theory in hat usage and hat years. So to reiterate everything, Velcros as a kid, snapbacks when you get to about 9, 10-ish, give or take, maybe 11. You can go to flex fit in your teenage years, and then as an adult, 21 and up, it's time to start getting some fitteds into your collection and wearing those on a more regular basis. The only exception with the Velcros, I said, is that if you are getting one of those championship hats that they generally come out with every year after a team wins their championship, they're generally all Velcros, and if you really want a locker room hat, that's the way to go. So that's probably the only exception I would make to the rule. If you guys like my video, please make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Trying to get 30 thumbs up on every single video. So if you guys liked it, please leave that thumbs up. If you want to be a part of the Dislike Dweeb Squad, put a thumbs down, go ahead. But if you're gonna do that, tell me why. Tell me why. Why? You don't just put a dislike to be a dislike dweeb. But I guess that's the whole point of a dislike dweeb, right? You just put a dislike. All right, you guys. And if you guys have not joined the best society yet on YouTube, please make sure you join the Hat Collection Society by hitting that subscription button, hitting your notifications, so you can be a part of the best Hat Collection Society on YouTube right here. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you can do that at MLHats5950. Don't forget, you guys, to join my contest. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, go watch some previous videos. Go watch my Bird Box Challenge video, and that will get you all filled in. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. This is Major League Hats out. Bye, everybody. See ya.